Hello, welcome back. It's grey, it's dismal, it's dark, it's September. The winter season is coming fast, and I have the absolute pleasure of travelling to Italy this week. So I am off to the incredible Shelley Bosworth's Italian retreat. And some of you may remember that I went to her Dubai retreat earlier on this year in March. So I'm going to Italy, but this time I'm not going as an attendee. I am going as her guest speaker. Oh, honestly, I am so chuffed to have been asked to be recognised in my field and to be going to speak on a subject that I'm very passionate about. And my day that I'm spending with her lovely attendees on Saturday is all focused on inner child awareness, connection, healing, just the whole beauty of it really. But I'm telling you this because the travel arrangements are scaring the bejesus out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I am getting a plane and 2 trains. Reminds me of an old film, Planes, Trains and Automobiles. You're probably too young to remember that. Brilliant film. But I am flying into Pisa, and then I am getting a train to Florence and another train to the location of Shelley's villa. I am so nervous about this. And I wanted to share it with you. And as you're listening to this, I've already done it. Well, in fact, actually, I'm on my way home. I'll be travelling back on Monday, which is when this podcast will go live. Because I wanted to show you that I haven't got all my shit together either. And the perception can sometimes be that therapists, counsellors have generally got their shit together. But that isn't the case. We are all human beings. And I can only speak for myself. But as I've got older, awareness has crept in of perceived danger of, when I was 19, I came home from a holiday in Philadelphia with my family, and I said to my parents, I'm going to live in America for a year. And they were like, yeah, all right, Steph. I tell you now, 6 weeks later, I was getting on a plane and I was on my way to Cincinnati, not Cincinnati at all, that's where my cousin lives, Cleveland, Ohio. And I went out and lived in America, in Cleveland, for just shy 12 months and had the best time. It's one of the best years of my life, one of. And did I have any fear? No. Did I get on 3 planes to go live in a country with people I'd never met before? I went out as an au pair and lived with a family that I'd spoken to on the phone. There was no emails then. Received letters from, no emails then. No, I wasn't. I could not have been more excited. And it was that straightforward. And I remember my parents at the time, which they probably would have been a similar age to what I am now, just going, but who are these people? And what how many planes, and where are you landing? And how will I know you're okay? Of course, we couldn't send text messages or FaceTime then. I was like, stop it, calm down. What are you getting your knickers in a twist about? So fast forward, how many years? Like 30 years. Oh my God, 30 years. And I'm about to go to Italy on 1 plane and 2 trains. And I am thinking, ooh. Now, I'm not worried about the plane journey at all. It's the trains, because it's the unknown. It's the foreign language. It's the, am I going to know which platform? What if I get on the wrong train? I even, last night, told Grange that we need to set up tracking on our phones. So that was all set up last night. And now he can track me. This is how my brain is functioning. So he knows where I am. And the beauty, right, is that I have a device. I can stay in contact. I can jump in an Uber if they have them there, or a taxi. I'm going to be on a train for about 2.5 hours, the 2 trains. But the difference between 19-year-old Steph and 49-year-old Steph is vast in the awareness of what's going on. So I'm sharing this because I thought it might be useful to you to know what I'm doing to help myself through this, because every part of me, that's not true, it's not every part of me, some parts of me are saying, don't go. Just message Shelley and say you can't make it. Don't go. And there's other parts of me going, she's going. This is an amazing opportunity. This has come at the perfect time in her life. She's going to get to hang out with Shelley, who I adore, and she's going to get to hang out with some incredible women that she's not met before, and that she's going to learn loads from, as well as share something she's really passionate about. So she's getting on the damn plane and the damn 2 trains. But that noise saying, yeah, but, So, I mean, I am very fortunate that I have somebody in Italy that I'm able to communicate with, and she has very kindly said to me, I'm around. She doesn't live anywhere near where I'm going to be, but ring me, I can help you. She speaks beautiful English, so I have her in my pocket, which I'm so grateful for. But this is how I'm working through the noise, because the noise can sometimes sabotage our efforts for greatness, or our efforts to develop. You know, I'm not suggesting that everybody's experiencing something like me, but there will be something that's pushing you, or you're wanting to come out of your comfort zone, and your inner noise, that inner protector, as I like to call her, will be saying, don't do that. It's too dangerous. This is out of my comfort zone. I haven't travelled on my own for a long time to this extent. Me and Grange do most of our travelling together. The last time I went away without him was to Dubai, and I was on a plane with some of my most favourite women in the world. So we did all of that together. So this is me, little me, travelling solo. And my inner protector doesn't like it. She doesn't want me to put myself in that position, because she believes it's a very dangerous thing to do. And my inner cheerleader is the voice that's saying, no, she's going to do it. And I absolutely am going to do it. Like, as you're listening to this, I'm in Italy, or I'm on my way home, or I've been there, depending on when you're listening. There is no question that I am not doing this at all. Because as much as I adore my inner protector, she's not right in this situation. She hasn't got it right. Now, there's sometimes where she gets it very right, and I will listen. But I know that this voice is a voice of protection and fear. And fear is what will keep us standing still. And there's a place for fear. Of course, there is a place for the emotion and the feeling of fear. And actually, we have to instill that feeling into our children at a young age. Don't walk out into the road. Be fearful of roads, because cars can run you down. Don't put your hand in that fire, as enticing as it looks. Be afraid of fire, because it can burn you, it can kill you. You know, we have to instill fear in our children from an early age. It has its absolute place. But sometimes our inner protector, aka unconscious mind, will get it a little bit discombobulated. Oh, I love that word. Discombobulated. It will get itself a little bit confused. She will be thinking that I'm putting myself in the lion's den, when actually what I'm going to be doing is putting myself in a position of development and joy and excitement. But the fear is rising. So what am I doing? What am I doing to work with fear? I am gently speaking to my inner protector. I hear you. I understand what you're feeling. And I'm grateful that you are always beside me, keeping me safe. And for that, I am truly grateful. But this is exciting. This is such an opportunity. This is something where we get to do what we love. This is our purpose. This is why we're here, or one of the reasons why we're here. You know, when I get there and we're in the moment and we're sharing what we know, we are going to have a full-on oxytocin rush. Like, that adrenaline will cease. It will just gently disappear. I know that to be fact. I absolutely know. And even as I'm talking to you and I'm recording this, my inner protector is saying, but what if? What if that doesn't happen? What if you don't arrive? What if you get on the wrong train and end up in somewhere that you don't know where you are, and there's no taxis and there's nowhere to stay and you end up sleep? This is the voice of protection that I'm vocalizing here. And I'm just gently working with her. We're going to take this one step at a time. Today, we're going to go to the shop and we're going to buy our toiletries. And today, we're going to get the supplies for the inner child workshop that you're going to deliver. And you're going to get excited by that. And you're just going to have a little taste of the excitement. And tomorrow, if you're afraid again, that's okay. I'm here and we're going to work through it together. And my cheerleader, my inner cheerleader, she's going to be there going, we've got this. We have got this. It's going to be fine. We are going to have a wonderful time. And inner protector, you're going to be reassured by that. And I keep visualizing the moment when we arrive, or when I arrive, and I see Shelley, and I see all the women, and I can decompress from traveling. I can see myself reading books on the train. I'm going to be going through the Italian country, so I'm going to be looking out the window. All of these things I'm going to be keeping myself safe. I will keep us safe. So I'm sharing because I thought this might be useful for you to hear today, of when things get overwhelming, what can we do to help ourselves move forward? When we know in our heart of hearts, there's actually something that we really want to do, whether it's you're considering signing up to a new course, learning a new skill, going somewhere new, doing something you've not done before. When you notice that feeling of your inner protector showing up, and if you're watching on YouTube, I kind of go to my right shoulder is kind of, I have them sitting on my shoulders, and I've got my inner protector sitting on my right shoulder, and then my inner cheerleader that is saying, you got this, girl. That's terrible. She's sitting on my left shoulder. So when I feel her, when I'm pushing myself in a direction that feels unsafe to my inner protector, also known as the unconscious mind, when I'm gently easing out of my comfort zone, I can feel it. If you imagine that you've got a giant elastic band all the way around you, and everything within the elastic band and you is your comfort zone. And as you gently push, you can feel the stretch. And if you ever stretch the elastic band, you know at some point it's going to ping back and you're like, oh my God, this is really uncomfortable. What I do when I'm working with my inner protector and I'm working with my comfort zone is I gently stretch. I don't just power through, which is why feel the fear and do it anyway. Yes, absolutely. But do it in a way that is going to keep you moving forwards rather than a bam kind of move, unless you have no choice. I have a few days here to just gently ease myself into this. So I'm going to take this one day at a time. So just for today, what can I do to help my inner protector? What can I do to prepare her and get her ready for this journey? Whilst my little cheerleader here is just going, woohoo, we're going to a retreat. We are the guest speaker. So, and she's proper like pom-poms, the lot. Just for today, what can you do that is going to get you where you want to go, while still reassuring your inner protector and harnessing the beauty of your cheerleader, that inner cheerleader as well? What step can you take? I was literally just talking to a client over WhatsApp as part of the Steph in Your Pocket offering, and we were talking about the feeling of overwhelm that she has. And I said, what do you want to achieve by the end of the week? So she told me, okay, so what step just for today are you going to take? Because the overwhelm is, I can't do all of this by the end of the week. So let's break it down. Let's break it down into small, manageable chunks that feel like you're moving yourself in the direction of what you want to achieve. But at the same time, it's not too overwhelming. It's a bit like if you walk into a room that's fully cluttered and you just think, where do I even start with this? Start in the corner. What's in front of you? Start there. So just for today, ladies, I would love you to start thinking about, when I feel overwhelmed or when I feel my inner protector kicking into action and I listen to her and I don't move myself forward, what can I take from my inner cheerleader? And how can I create manageable steps each day that are going to get me towards that goal state without that snap back even of the elastic band, because you're pushing so hard that actually you're not giving that inner protector, that beautiful inner protector, the opportunity to gently move herself forward and start to feel the sense of safety. Until next time.